I am Jeffrey Rowe Kohut. This is my Potter's Journal. Today's kiln opening is the one with the flying reindeer. Will the kiln have done the magic on them? Okay, the inspiration of and the making was in the last video. Always quite lively in the comments. Thank you for that. Okay, so this is Potter's Journal for December 13th, the 6th day of Hanukkah. Let's see what's in the kiln today. This is it. The kiln, I hope, is gonna have some Christmas magic. And where do we start? Oh, no. Leftover. Okay, Halloween magic. Okay, no. Oh, no. Another one. The ghost of Christmas something. Dickens. Past, future, present. That's not where I meant to start. But, oh, here it is. It's a flying reindeer. This is where I wanted to start. This is what's in this kiln. This is what was up late one night carving, and the snowflake carving into the side of these mugs. And I think that's all that's in here is yes, flying reindeer. Flying reindeer. You can see them leaping. Oh, and the snowflake, my signature for the slipware, right on the back, right above my stamp. My classic hazelnut clay body from Standard Ceramics. Oh, you know, it's not, oh, look at this guy. It's not all that's in here. That I'm so excited about getting into a galleries holiday, art center, Sweetwater Center for the Arts holiday gallery show, that I wanted to have something nice. From, you know, my slipware, from a few different, and magic again, the potion flasks, this time with some blue and some little flowers on. That's okay, but, oh, and another flying reindeer. Who knows? Maybe there's about 8 of them in here. Maybe there's about 8 of them in here. I read The Natural History of Reindeer. They used Rudolph in the title just to sell the book. But, and those snowflakes, or are they stars? I think they're stars. I think they're stars, but I think both probably essential for helping reindeer to fly. Even the star snowflake is special, that it doesn't exactly cross over in the center. There's a little bit of a triangle in the center. A little bit of a triangle in the center. And it's a new mug. It's a new mug or cup design that I did. Oh, and I put on the side of the handles a few little things. It works. It works. Okay. This is about hunting season too for the Pennsylvania whitetail. So these may have, oh, if they didn't have the jingle bells on them, could have multiple markets. They're not just for Christmas. Oh, but just for Christmas, my wassailing cup. Oh, look at that. I don't believe it. When the sgraffito's done, they look so rough and raw and ragged. And I wanted one of these for the gallery show. Oh, mostly sgraffito, but here we've got the slip trailing. And on the side, too, I don't even know what a wassailing cup is. Oh, I want one. But there's only a couple. Oh, and I didn't know if I should just put 1 snowflake on the back or 3. I put the 3 on this one. I put the 3. Oh, good. And it's clean all around. Clean all around. And my signature. Oh. Okay, well, one more, or did we see this one? One more, and then we'll take the half shelf out and get further down. Oh, and we're not even looking at these today. The magic of olive oil season is in the summer. This is Christmas. Okay, for the gallery show, I had to send my face pots. I've got, and because it is a gallery show, I wanted things of all price ranges, up to, you know, this is a medium, but I'm going to send them a large one too. But I wanted to have all sizes and all price ranges, things that I know that I even have a local little gallery. Not a gallery, a local little craft gift shop with lots of junk in it. And I sell one of these there every year at Christmas. So hopefully this vase will spring off the shelf at a gallery show at Christmas. Okay. And they do their happens during a light up night in a small town. So oh, and there we are, the flying reindeer. These are okay. Those jugs, people will imagine pouring something good out of them into these little glasses. These could be kids' tea party cups for Christmas. Kids' tea party cups, or espresso cups, or whatever else you can imagine. And this is hunting season here too, so if these aren't reindeer, if they're just Pennsylvania white deer, this is the kind of thing that a hunter might like to have too. So we got multiple markets that and a reindeer is a rather big, large, fat, and more like a cow. So yeah, an odd thing to think of is flying, but okay, but they do. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't want to see all of these, but each one is a little bit different. I took the inspiration from some Bronze Age, I think it was, Outer Mongolian carvings of flying reindeer on stone pillars, and from cave drawings. Well, I don't know that there were the reindeer, but of other animals. I actually stopped. This has been long in my head to do. I actually had a customer at the farmer's market one year. I said, please stop. I want to sketch the animal on your... Oh, look. Oh, the snowflakes. You know, this must be the first one I carved when I was trying to do snowflakes like snowflakes. And this was my first deer, my very first reindeer, my very first flying reindeer. But before I could do this, I asked the lady, stop, please, let me sketch. Oh, I should have did maybe more of these with the pine cones and the holly berries and the greens. Let's see, what did I put on the back? The snowflake. But back to the flying reindeer. I said, please stop just a minute, to a customer after she had bought something. Let me sketch. There was a wolf or a wild dog barking and howling at the moon on her scarf, and it was a drawing similar to this that looked very primitive and like it could have come off the cave drawing. So she let me sketch it out. And oh, this one is the only small shot glass with the bells on him. I think this one I dropped it, so there's a rough spot. So we can find some little excuse to find and keep one for myself. And I think the fact that they are as big and the shape of a cow makes it all the more amazing to see them fly. Did I forget to show you these on the top, that last shelf? Little potion flasks. Okay, kids like them for the magic that can be in there. That maybe you can dump something out of this that can make reindeer fly. Some kind of magic. Okay, and these little slipware plates, I've been doing a lot of the slip trailing this year. These are little snack or hors d'oeuvre plates. I do them plain, and I used to sell a ton of them and not sell the fancy ones, but now I display them together as plain and fancy. And people are shopping up to the fancy. Whereas before they were only buying the plain in a reduced bin, it seemed like, and not realizing what they were missing. And what might we be missing is that these make great cookie plates, holiday Christmas cookie plates. Or maybe you could put a carrot on that for some flying reindeer. Or if you live in the right place, like I do, go out in the woods and find some lichen. That's what reindeers eat. How could I forget? How could I forget? This is in here. The poticnica, the traditional Slovenian nut roll baking pan, potica baking pan. The most common form people know is the nut roll. This is a national heritage dish. This is the Slovenian national heritage dish. This was for a very special person. This one's for Johnny. He's my very first customer. But he's getting like the 39th one that I made, because he approached me just before a big show, and I took them all there. I said, I will make you one special. I will make you one special. And I did. I put on the back Kohut for Johnny's family down here. And I even put glaze in the signature and then wiped it off so that you'd see and it would say and make his piece special. Oh, am I glad this turned out, because if it didn't, I just did that as an extra kind of nicety, and not something that he paid for or had to take this one. So oh, this one turned out absolutely perfect. Always there's, you know, they're handmade pots, so there's a rough spot or something somewhere, but it looks beautiful. So much magic in this kiln that it's hard to keep track of it all. This was for a little kid. You know, one of the Christmas sales I'm going to is at Old Economy Village, and it's their light up night. I'll try to get the camera there for the magic that happens there. But when I was there in the fall demoing at their fall festival, a little kid who I was helping them make pinch pots, he wanted to make one of my little potion flasks, and I looked and said, okay, I guess this kid can handle it. So I talked him through this, and I said, you can come to the farmer's market and pick it up. I'm at Swickley Farmer's Market every week, so I'm glad that turned out good. But I did, these were a big discovery this year, and they I did 4 and found out what they were, and then I did a dozen, and then I did 20. But this time there was a problem. When I scratched in the sgraffito, some of the slip came up, and I see some rough spots in the glaze. But okay, this, yeah, when I found out wizard kids love them for magic potion, not only to make reindeer fly, but if you sprinkle it on your dog, maybe you can make your dog fly. Oh, and you know, maybe these are elves. Maybe these guys this month have transformed into elf cups. These are elf cups. These are elf cups. I'm using a lot of reclaimed... No, I've got to redo my shelves. My shelves, I should have redone. Oh, am I glad that nut roll pan turned out. I put these little stilts underneath it, because if the potica pan didn't turn out, I was in big trouble. But yeah, these guys, these little elf mugs, okay, for hot chocolate or cider or whatever. And using a lot of reclaimed clay, which it's not as dark as my regular clay, but it's okay. Oh, a green one. My green glaze, it looks a little bit different on the lighter body, so I like it on the darker body better. But it's good to see it here for a change. And let's see. Oh, and another flying reindeer. I'm sorry. But what else? Oh, there's another of the wassailing cups. Oh, and this time, okay, oh, well, I guess we'll make some druids happy here too. And a couple more elf cups. Couple more elf cups. Or is that the Grinch? Is that the Grinch? This green is a little darker than it's looking in camera, but it is not as dark as it is here on my favorite clay body. And here, the poticnica is the Petitza baking pan. I hadn't thought that the snowflake tulip design is so appropriate for something that's made at Christmas. It's also made Easter, that if you're Slovenian, there's always one in the freezer in case there's an unexpected funeral during the year. But yeah, look at that. Even if you never use it, if it's a cultural identity pot, it's the kind of thing that should be on display in the kitchen. And what else is in here? Oh, not going to do it to you again. It's flying reindeer. It's flying reindeer. Now, no, there's no red noses on any of them. I don't believe in that kind of nonsense. That's a made-up story. I mean, why people believe and fall for that, I will never know. I will never know. Oh, but look at that. Flying reindeer. There must be at least 8 of them. I thought about putting names underneath them, but I thought, no, then people would fight over maybe there's one that's more popular than others. And we're getting almost to the end. I am sorry to bore you with all this magic that, oh, here we go. The third of the wassailing cups. And this time the slip designs are traditionally show a lot of handwork. You know, not exact and perfect. When I dipped it in the slip, everybody's always worried to get it to come out even. It was higher on one side than the other. So what I did was, when I did the dots, I did them even. So here they're over top of the white slip, and here they're below it. And that creates a naturalness to it. They didn't design the Parthenon with straight lines. There's a big curve in the base. Okay. And you know, I think this is where I like the antlers the best. That, well, I guess you can see they're coming out the wrong place. That really the ear is behind and it doesn't come out the back of the head. But we'll work on the design again next year. And so they're both a little bit different. This one has 2 rows of the flashing lights, or the lined up snowflakes. And what's the other one here? And then we've got that, okay, ghost of Christmas something, or that druid's pot. And 2 more little things in the bottom yet. 2 more little things, you know. I don't know that I wouldn't need to put magic on it to make my dog fly. When he was younger, he did fly. I used to see it and just think how amazing that is to see him fly. And always thought, oh, I need to get the camera out. I haven't seen it. It's been a long time. But I remember following his tracks in the snow and realizing that there were no tracks in the snow. That he never came down and never touched the ground. Oh, I'm so happy. Some holiday magic. Also, there was some at the Old Economy Village show. I'll have some clips next week for that. I will be watching here for the flying reindeer. But at the village also, we will go in search of the Belsnickel stuff back.